What is up, guys? Today I'm back here with another video, and today's video is gonna be a story time as well as a confession I have to make. So the first time I picked up a vape. This is the story, guys. I was at my dad's house and my uncle and them came over and they had these new machines that were blowing smoke, and they brought them over there. They tasted like vanilla. I had a few of them. I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, but obviously I didn't take that to my lungs. I didn't even know you were supposed to back then. And let me tell you guys a story about the first time I owned a vape. So one weekend, me, my brother, my mom, and my dad went to go visit my grandma. And my grandma started getting into vaping. And she bought herself, probably like a few weeks or maybe a month ago, before that, she bought herself this red vape machine, one of those ones that need a battery and stuff. And you blowing clothes, blowing O's with that stuff. I stole it, put that shit in my underwear, and we went straight home. Because it was the next day was a Sunday, I was playing Fortnite, blowing that stuff. This was in the 6th grade. In the 6th grade, vapes became very popular for me, or in my area, and yeah, I stole that vape, and then I was being stupid. I asked one of my close friends that I had at school, I asked him, should I bring it to school? And he was like, yeah, bring it to school, we're gonna hit that. So we take it to school, and we go and break. We don't even go to the bathroom, we go to a like shaded area by the school gate behind some dustbins. Not even like big dustbins, just some small ones you have like at your home. And we hit that. Didn't even know we had to take it to the lungs. We were just blowing smoke because it was cool. And yeah, there was these two guys that were in my class. One of them is still in my high school right now, and they snitched on us. And we had an off period, and when we were in the off period, they came into my class and they called me, and they took me to the principal's office, and I think my friends were there, or I might have snitched on them. I'm not really sure. But then one for one, our parents were there, and our parents were there before we were even called in, I think. And then we one for one had an interview with the head teacher at the school and with our parents, and my dad was the only person who wasn't mad. I mean, who was mad. The rest of the guys' parents understood because they didn't bring the vape. They didn't do no. I brought the vape. You know what I mean? And yeah. So my dad came in. We were sitting there, and my dad immediately just says, "You already know what's waiting for you when you get home." And obviously that was 6 of the best, right on my ass. And yeah, so the teacher was like, yeah, he brought this vape here, and we do not condone this. He might get expelled. No, I didn't get expelled. Then they were like, what happens after vape? Cigarettes. What happens after cigarettes? Weed. What happens after weed? Every other drug out there that's gonna make you a drug addict. And they were making me feel overwhelmed because I was thinking, oh my goodness, I was gonna die because I tried vaping. And I got home. My dad had recently made a thing for me to give me hidings with, and this was the last hiding I ever had. I never had a hiding after this. My dad never spanked me on the butt, but yeah, he hit me once on the ass, and I cried. I told him, Dad, I'm not gonna do anything like this ever again. Please stop. I'm not gonna do it. I was crying like a sissy boy. And it wasn't even that sore. I know it wasn't. But I was crying like a sissy boy. And yeah, he just gave me one shot. Was like, I bet. I believe you. And that's the first time he actually didn't. Well, he believed me, I guess. And since then, I haven't done it. And that's the first time I owned a vape. Right now, guys, the confession. I started vaping in the 11th grade. At the end of the 11th grade. Yesterday was my first day going cold turkey. Today is the second day going cold turkey. Now, let alone I don't have my own vape. I never will. I never have. Well, I have. But yeah. And don't forget, the school took that vape, bro. The school took that shit. So my grandma couldn't even have it back. That was so... Anyway, because my mom has a vape, my stepfather has a vape, and my brother has a vape. Now my brother lets me vape. They don't. I just be hitting that shit when I'm not supposed to. And that's why I'm stopping, because I'm becoming a fiend. And I've just realized when I'm at parties and stuff, when someone hands me a smoke machine, I'm like, I'm hogging that, bro. I'm fiending. I'm hitting blinkers. If you think you could blow O's, I'm blowing O's as if it looked as if I was scoring goals in FIFA. I don't know. And yeah, I just decided I need to stop, so I stopped. Yesterday I stopped. 2 days ago was the first time I vaped, was the last time I vaped. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna stop for a very long time. I'm just kind of doing this to make sure I am able to quit in case after school, I guess, I don't know. And yeah, I'm never gonna own my own vape, I guess. I don't want to. But yeah, guys, that's the story of my first vape, my confession I had to make. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you enjoyed your day. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, gang. Boom, boom.